see if I got this file here. So I'm just going to zoom into it a little bit, and so I can see it pretty easily. I'm going to lock this layer. It already has the scan image on there, and just click on the line art part at the top and take the pen tool. And this is a perfect example of how to use the pen tool with the most minimal amount of points. So as I start off trying to go from point to point and giving it that one entire curve so it stays there, I'm going to take off the fill so I don't have a fill following me, and then just clicking to make those corner points. The closer I get, the easier it is to see it, and just kind of clicking to drag that point. So it's kind of a simple skill of the basic use of the pen tool, but it's going to make it much easier to see that part. And as you go from corner to corner, this is kind of, you guys are getting very, very skilled at using this tool, so it's not going to hurt you at all. You'll be perfectly done here. But the idea of just kind of zooming in so you can see the image as best you can, and zooming out when the curves are a little too large, collecting the corner points. So this last one, see if I can pull this off. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. If I go all the way to the edge, to this point, I'm not going to be able to make that curve. If I go ahead and start the curve, holding the Option key down, it'll let me bring this handle out a little bit. This is where you got to get a little used to it. So I'm trying to make it a tangent that's almost touching it, letting it go, and then seeing if I can't bring it across here, and it allows me to make that larger curve. So I'm using two handles to come out of there to bring me that point. Then I can go ahead and zoom into that part. If I'm still off on this piece, I can still grab that handle, just hold the corner point down. While the pen tool is still selected, just hold the Command key down and allow you to change it into that tool to adjust it right away. And then just go ahead and hit the anchor point, and then just zoom into this part. So it makes it, trying to have you use the pen tool as efficiently as you can. And this, like I said, this logo, however they finally came up with it, is just a nice clean cut segment. Trying to use the least amount of points. So here's another example. If I set this as a corner point coming onto this side, I'm not going to be able to make that segment. So I undo it. If I just click and drag, it starts to activate the handle. So I make sure before I do that, hold the Option key down, and then click and kind of drag it. You're looking at the circle, trying to get a feel for it. Come back on this side and gently just kind of place it in there. Now, same idea. If I have to adjust this, I can let this go, hold down the Command key, it turns into an arrow, and then I can just adjust that point to fit. Okay, and now I have a pretty perfect design of that logo. Okay, so